The following video is rated PG for puzzling gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised.
Finally, after 10,000 years, these two players with very fast fingers get to face off in Pokemon Puzzle League action. It is the start of our gold bracket. Number 1, FFR Pro 21, and number 8, Ty. Welcome, puzzlers. This is your head tournament organizer, Cards of the Heart. Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2023. And I want to give a little apology to the live audience for not making sure that both players are set up for this match ahead of time, but we are ready to bring you a great matchup, and to join me for this great matchup is the one and only silver bracket hostess herself. I like being smart. How much are you looking forward to this one, Smart?
My god, it's some of the fastest fingers in the puzzle community and some of the quirkiest and most impressive play, and I can't wait to see how these two styles are going to match up against each other in these lower difficulties.
For sure. How many under 10-second stages will FFR Pro get? How many 4 combos will Ty send in every attack? These are questions that you're going to have to find out over the course of this next hour or so of play as we finally start our gold bracket competition. 8 players are now remaining to vie for the title of PPL2023 Champion. That includes the 2 of us in the booth, so we'll definitely be looking forward.
I still can't believe it.
Crazy, I know. Crazy, I know, but yeah, we are still fighting for the title of PPL2023 Champion, so we will definitely be eagerly awaiting to see how these two will perform. But first, let's actually go take a look at the format for this tournament. As we are now in our gold bracket, it is another single elimination bracket. If you just saw the silver bracket match we had earlier, the format for this quarterfinal match will be identical. The players have agreed onto one of the game levels, easy, normal, and hard to start with, and as each race goes on, the race loser will pick the next level until we play through all the levels, and then we can double or possibly triple up on one of the game levels if we have to go to a game 5 to decide it all. But 3 wins the match, and that is what our players will be looking for here. As we go forward, then we have our semifinals, which will be in V-Hard only for best of 5, and then that final match will be at the granddaddy level of them all, S-Hard, the level that really got our community going together 10 years ago. It really has been 10 years, hasn't it, Nicole? Like, that part I really can't believe.
Yeah, we were younger and in our 20s. The days.
I feel, it feels like I feel a year older every minute.
I know, right?
It gets crazy. Anyway, here is how the field shakes out for the title of PPL 2023 Champion. Remember, the winner of this tournament will get a very significant chunk of our crowdfunded prize pool. You see that prize pool now up to $189.67 out of our goal of $500, and at the moment, Smart, our 2 players will be fighting to get a guaranteed piece of that pool, because there's no assurance we'll have $500 by the end of this thing, so the loser of this match could very well end up with nothing.
Yeah, that's not a good time, but we're not necessary. The money's a nice bonus, but we're here for the game? Question mark? The love? Question mark?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that. But yeah, this bracket's pretty hype. We're gonna see Tayman at 6 next. That's gonna be insane. I'm gonna stick around for that one on commentary for sure. Yoshi Beefin should be a fun one. And then, this Cards of the Heart person, and I like being smart. That's
Who
that's
are
a
those?
spicy match.
Who are those?
I don't know.
Who are those scrubs? How'd they get in here? Wait.
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah. We'll be seeing the rest of that action later throughout this weekend. The bottom half of this bracket will be playing tomorrow, but we've got to start with this top half, Nicole, and these two are two of the fastest that our community has. FFR has been playing these games for years in a speedrunning context and playing a bunch of rhythm games too, whereas Ty comes into this from a PvP background, playing panel attack and getting good marks there. So got some very different styles here, different backgrounds, I should say at the very least. But this should prove to be a very fun one. Nicole, how do you see this match playing out?
Well, Ty didn't do, great. Did pretty average in qualifying, and as we see there, FFR just crushed it. But the PBs are definitely within the margin of troll here. So, Ty can sneak up and take any race he wants at any time he wants. It's just a matter of how the computers want to behave or not behave. But these are definitely very skilled players, and gosh, prediction-wise, I think FFR will win. I'm gonna go 3-2 FFR. Actually, we'll make it spicy.
3-2. Oh yeah, if you're just tuning in from the silver bracket match we just saw, well, that might make a bit more sense to you. You might want to go check that out because that was quite the spicy matchup in its own. We've got our own spicy matchup here. I don't know. I don't know. These two did play in the last Tetris Attack tournament in the first round, and FFR won 3-1. Of course, that was in Tetris Attack V-Hard the entire way, which is a slightly different format than what we've got going here. Or just Tetris Attack in general is just a harder, just a faster game.
Oh yeah.
All around, even at the hardest level. So not exactly apples to oranges, but it was telling how much faster FFR was in that instance. So I have to think FFR is going to get the edge here, and I don't know. I think the way FFR was moving in qualifying, going to Schmoovin USA, as he would say. I think he might have something to prove here, especially after falling short against Yoshi. It might be up for a drive towards revenge, and I don't know. I have this weird feeling that FFR is going to sweep this. I don't know why. It's certainly not a knock on Ty's skill level. Ty is one of the best PvP players you can find, but he's only been dabbling in the speedrunning part of it for a few years, and somehow I think FFR has a superior experience here. I'm not sure. It's hard to say, and our live Twitch chat seems to be a bit split as well, trying to predict how many races Ty will win, and most of the channel points are going into 0 wins. So there's the most confidence that FFR will sweep, but every result is possible here. With these low levels, the margin of troll is very much alive. So cannot wait to get this going, and not gonna lie, the setup for this match was a bit on the long side too, so our players definitely cannot wait to get this going. So let's go ahead and get this going. Our first gold bracket matchup commences with number 1 seed FFR Pro 21, 8 seed tie, and that's going to come at you.
No.
There it is. There it is. Alright, we will be listening to FFR Pro for this first race. The audio is admittedly a bit on the crunchy side, but that is part of the charm of watching a master craftsman like FFR at work. We'll go ahead and enjoy that. And yes, our 2 players are starting on normal, which that seems to be the safe pick, all things considered. Nicole.
Yeah, get it out of the way. I mean, easy still sucks, but like normal's not much better. So maybe if you come back here, if we get to game 4, but I still think normal is a good, warm up point. You've got your first stage to kind of test your longer chains and combos, and then having the combo base to go to either easy or hard mode later is just a nice little good way to ease into things.
There's a bit of a balance here between normal and the easier and harder levels. Easy mode has 11 stages, hard mode has 15 stages, and normal mode we're just romping through 14 stages. So it's not all so bad. At the end, we will see if we get a brew no or a brew yes, but we'll be seeing that sometime in the next 8 to 10 minutes, as the clock is now counting down to the start of this game 1 between our 1 seed FFR Pro 21 and the 8 seed tie. And it appears that Ty's feed will be about 8 seconds behind. So let's keep that in mind as we go through this match. And I will definitely try to sync the video feeds after a little while. Keyword attempt. But as you can see here, Gary does not like to raise a stack at the beginning. So FFR, from his vast experience of playing this game in this mode, knows that and has sent a sufficient attack to win in 17 seconds, whereas Ty started out a little bit slow and has to deal with some garbage clearing.
Yeah, and if you get 20 seconds in stage 1 of normal mode, I still think that's just fine, with the fact that they're not raising their stack and giving you a chance to kind of snipe them off a little bit. You do have to send more garbage fundamentally. So, and that just inherently takes longer, no matter how fast you are, especially here on Speed 2. So, getting out in 17 seconds for FFR is totally fine. And then he's just gonna do the good person thing and maybe raise a stack 1 row and get these attacks off quick. It's so impressive to watch. It really is. Oh.
Yeah. FFR is definitely in the school of going all out. Like our top players, like FFR, like Yoshi, and I think I would also lump Foxy Man into that mix. They tend to play in a sort of an all-out style. Like if it works great, you get like an 8-second stage, but otherwise you fall a little bit short, and then suddenly that 8-second stage becomes like a 20-second stage. So that will be something to look out for. Then again, I've also considered Ty a bit of a glass cannon.
Yeah.
Too, but maybe that's just due to the virtue of the number of 4 combos that he tends to spam on his attacks. Like that might be a worthy counter for how many times he does that.
think that was 4 of them. That was great.
Certainly a good principle of the PvP scene to make a bunch of combos to try and stack on your opponents. But just like that, our 1 seed has built up a 1-stage lead as we approach the halfway point of this normal run. You see also a thing FFR is doing that we will be focusing on throughout the gold bracket play, the double 4 combo strat. So you can see both of our players actually, they lead their attack with a 4 in a row match, and then close to it they make another 4 in a row match during the course of their chain. And you have to put it in the middle. It can't be at the very end. But if you do that, then you make small garbage blocks that fall on your opponents before the big garbage block from your chain wheel. And very unfortunate circumstance from FFR for Sabrina to clear that stack, but usually you'll get a separation of garbage that can be used to heavily distract these foes into doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, and I was about to say before Sabrina cleared that's the perfect attack. You know, the 3 chain, the 4-4-6, the couple follow-up combos. But you know, and then the computer will just do some things sometimes, and that's a part of the speedrun. Unfortunately.
As much as I've tried to write the book on how to do this fast, maybe the book needs an addendum for race strats, possibly. Quite possibly. The book is not fully written on how to speedrun this game, so yeah, if this strikes your fancy and you think you have what it takes, please join us. We definitely appreciate all of the company we can get. You know, we often race this game and Tetris Attack on Friday nights within the community. So that's it. So you want to just join us and have a good time in our Discord server, by all means, come check us out there. Alright, FFR rattling off the good stages here. 12 on Tracy, whereas Ty has to settle for a 21. This feels like a lot would have to happen at the end here, Smart, for Ty to catch up. How likely do you see this comeback?
So likely on normal mode. If it was hard mode, I think it would be a different story. But these opponents on normal mode, especially with the level FFR is at, really do get taken care of pretty quickly, barring the, you know, even just with 1 garbage block clear, you can still get out in about 20 seconds, at this level of skill. So it's gonna be tough. It's possible. Never say never, but it looks like FFR is just on right now. Very dialed into the strategy, knows what he's doing, can follow up well. So, and the big thing too is you always want to do that follow up just to be safe, because you never know if you're going to need an extra line or two. No matter how much you screen watch these opponents, it's always just a little bit safer to just send an extra line, just because then at least if you oversend, you're going to be guaranteed to top them off, versus if you don't send enough and then you're just wasting your time. So
Oh, what do you know? Another stage, another 10-second time. It does get disgusting after a while. FFR especially has like one of the prettiest displays of cursor movement that you can witness. Like definitely, I would call FFR's cursor the fastest cursor in our community in the northern hemisphere. Is that a fair assessment? As far as our
Probably.
speedrun community goes.
In the speedrun community, yeah, in the Northern Hemisphere, I would say that's a fair assessment.
Yeah,
because
just watch for Yoshi tomorrow to see what we mean.
yeah, watch for Yoshi tomorrow in the Southern Hemisphere. But yeah, I'd say in the Northern Hemisphere, definitely FFR's got it. In our speedrunning community, I'm not sure about the PvP, but hey, this is a speedrun tournament, so we can say those kinds of things around here.
All right, looks like Bruno is getting closed out. Is that's an 801? Hello, 801.
Wow.
Holy Moses, that is ridiculous.
That time is insane. What was his qualifying time? Was it? I don't.
It was
remember being-
It was 811.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Like FFR had the fastest normal time in qualifying, and just did a race that was faster than that.
Yeah, and if FFR is gonna put up times like that, there's nothing Ty can do about it. As good as Ty is as a speedrunner, and is certainly as better as he's gotten over the years as a speedrunner, you just you can't mess with that. Like, goodness gracious.
And
Makes it
FFR
look so easy.
indeed, wrong level for that, Thomas. But FFR also reporting that Richie was his absolute best on normal, which I don't know. FFR's been speedrunning this game for years, and yet he still gets more new gold splits than feels like other people I've been around. At his level, it seems so strange.
That time on the leaderboard would be 6th, by the way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's like within 11 seconds of his PB. That's just, oh my god. What a way to start the match.
That's not the right time. That's where I stopped my timer. Ty finished at 9:14. We'll make sure that's logged in correctly, and we will give our number 1 seed Pokeball number 1. Woof. Oof. If this is how FFR is going to be playing today, Ty might have a really uphill battle.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah,
But...
and there's only one way you go here. When you're the underdog, you go for the chaos. Yep.
Maximum chaos. Hard mode will be the next level on the docket. And these players will definitely be looking to up their game for this higher speed. Ty seems like he was short on chains at the start here. So Ty might need to commit to a bigger chain start. Possibly, I'm not sure.
Shoutouts to Forky Strats in the username meta there.
Right.
Not needed in this in these particular categories, but fun to do, certainly.
Indeed. If you are just joining us, should be a bit of a note. FFR Pro is playing on the Wii Virtual Console, and Ty is playing on Nintendo 64 emulator, emulating the original version. And there are a few differences between the first two versions of the game. Oh, there's a sub 10 stage for FFR. Okay. Okay.
Why does he make it look so easy? Oh, well. Oh,
And not to be too outdone, Ty throws down a 10.
still
Oh,
good, by
yes.
the way. 10
For
seconds,
sure.
still good. Fun fact.
It is good.
Let us not delude ourselves here.
And you can see FFR try to go for 3 chains as much as he can, but he's not afraid to extend the chain if he doesn't have the combos. Did not quite have the combos. Will go to a 4 chain, and Ty is getting some really good stages to start off here. 10-11 will definitely put him in the lead just a little bit, but yes, there are some slight differences in how the games run, and I would be able to tell more if FFR could stop getting sub 10 stages, please.
Wow. It's just so... They
And
make
Ty's
it look
start is
so
crazy,
easy.
though. Ty's start is still crazy. That's 10-11-11? Are you
Right.
kidding me?
Versus
Like,
FFR, I think 9-15-9, which is still... it's like, what?
Oh, the two of them are really flying.
Oh my goodness. Where's my computer luck? It only needed 4 lines this early. 4.
There you go. But side by side, 13-second times. These players know how to lead with their 4 combos, and they know they have a good feel for how much they... Oh, there's an 8. There's an 8. Because of course there is. FFR loves kind of going for broke, and he's definitely
so far.
going for broke here. And Ty is definitely content to spam 4 combos to try and fill out the last lines that he needs, but as a consequence, he's kind of getting some garbage block congestion. And yeah, just some extra garbage clears, wasting time. Crying out loud, game, please. But it could be just as small as that, and just like that, FFR Pro has a 1-stage lead, which this is still hard mode at the end of the day, so that doesn't end up meaning much. Oh, Ty, not to be outdone, gets his own 9. There it is. Oh, we really do need a count of how many sub 10 stages both of our players get in this match. If you're watching it on YouTube and want to track that yourself, please let us know in the comments, because I will definitely lose track.
Yeah, just
the spam of combos at the end of FFR's attack, just so sure of himself, and woo, FFR's Blaine almost got to that garbage clear in time, but still a little over 4 minutes heading into effectively the second half of hard mode. This hard mode does have 15 stages, so we're on a pace for close to 9 minutes the way this is going now, but there it goes again. 2 4 combos, 4 lines. You get a remotely cooperative opponent, and you too can win in 9 seconds with the frequency that FFR is getting here.
Okay. Sure.
Also, we need to tell Ty's Blaine to calm down. Just stop making random matches to waste our time. My goodness. Ooh, going to a 4 chain, even with Team Rocket raising that stack early. Well, 1 4 combo is enough. That garbage separation is enough. That's really all you
14.
need.
Wow, 14, so slow. Speed up, Thomas. Jeez.
Oh my goodness. All right. Ty's getting a bunch of 13s, like 10 to 15 second stages. He's definitely not doing too bad. FFR needs to keep up the pace there. That garbage drop might lead to a few
Yeah.
questionable things. And Giovanni's giving him a 4-chain.
Yeah,
Oh,
he dropped,
barely
yeah,
got
he
to
dropped
that.
his chain a little bit there, but got bailed out by the follow-up, and that's part of why raising your stack, even if you don't need it as much in easy or normal mode, raising your stack is a good idea in hard mode. By, you know, maybe 3 rows or so, because not only is, you know, FFR getting a chance to get these chains off, but he's also giving himself enough blocks to get those follow-up combos to top the opponent off. So once you get to hard mode, you do need to be raising your stack at least a little bit. Like, maybe not like all the way to the top, but you should be giving yourself probably 1 or 2 lines. Would you agree with that, Cards? Like
Yeah.
1 or 2 lines extra? Oh, wow.
That's possible. Yep, that's a 9. That's a
9.
9-second Giovanni. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, you definitely don't need to raise your stack all the way up here, but it's definitely beneficial at just about every level to have access to as many panels or chains as necessary. Maybe not easy mode at its core, but the rest of the levels definitely benefit from
Extra panel.
raising higher. And like, don't look now, FFR is struggling with Lorelei. A lag 6 chain.
Lorelei is a wall.
A lag 6 chain, and just like that, Ty has caught right up. Oh my, that might prove to be a problem.
Goodness.
Like
gracious.
Ty is bringing this 3-chain 5 combo, 4 combo, and Ty takes a definitive lead. Oh my, that was gonna lead to like a combo kill from FFR on his Lorelei. That is kind of crazy. Like every
And now we have a race.
feels like
boy.
every hard stage is capable of that, but the end is just nuts. Ooh, I'm not sure I would have started the chain from where Ty decided to go from there. We got combos. The combo separation is still fine. FFR does finish off Bruno
and we
first.
We do have a stream separation here a little bit, so
like we're basically even going into the final stage. So let Gary II decide yet another hard race in this tournament. Here we go.
100%.
FFR does get to the second 4 combo in that chain. Gets an extra combo that, trying to get an 8 combo to fill out the stack. The combo separation's still there, but that little match does allow FFR Gary to get the clear. But
and then
Ty's Gary did not have an immediate match, so by the amount of stream delay, we've got Ty finishing at 9 minutes flat to FFR Pro's 9:08.
Oh goodness!
Wow!
Oh goodness!
That is hard mode chaos.
Wow!
Let's give our 8 seed that first Pokeball. I guess I had too little faith in the game's ability to ruin a run. Think I would know better after 10 years. But that one Lorelei stage cost FFR the race.
Yeah, and that's insane to get a low 9 off of like a 50-second Lorelei. Goodness, that pace was crazy. And it's just the one stage sometimes. That's all it is, but we're going to easy, and I personally see FFR as a favorite in easy mode. Nothing against Ty. There's still a margin of troll here, but like when you have like a sub 6 easy PB, it just shows that your skill level is just very, very competent with being able to do these like kind of combo attacks that you need for easy outside of the first 2 stages where you still need to go a little bit bigger, bigger chains, more combos, because they don't raise their stacks. So you do need to kind of put the pressure on early and easy, but once you get past that, 4 lines, quick 4
more
lines,
or less.
cut it, throw some more combos on top of there, you can get it. I mean, we're going to be seeing, if we saw that many sub 10-second stages between the 2 of them in hard, like once we get past, Gary and Brock, expect to see more of those, I think. So
I would certainly hope so. Yes. Again, the first 2 stages don't cooperate, but the rest of them will be fast and will be furious.
Right. So if you're seeing 15 seconds on these first 2 stages, that is fine. I think. I hope. 15 seconds might even be a little, like 20 seconds. Maybe with these players, 15 seconds. But like, let's say for the maybe like some of like our lower gold bracket competitors, silver bracket, like 20 seconds on the first 2 stages of easy is just fine. It really, it's not a huge deal. You're not going to be losing gigantic chunks of time. Once we get 25, 30 seconds, that's a little more iffy, but at least 20 seconds is a-okay. So at least that's what I tell myself to sleep at night. No.
It's certainly fine. Ooh, 6 lines required on that. Gary 1 and FFR takes advantage of that for a 13.
That's good.
That's kind of silly, but we're kind of seeing the formula here. 4 chain, 5 chain, kind of depending on how many combos you make, and you too can beat an easy stage in under 20 seconds. These 2 are quite good. Here we go. Has Brock been sent enough here? It sure looks like that's going to be another screen shake and 18. All right, there we go. That is certainly fine. Fine start for FFR.
Absolutely.
And again, Ty committing to a 5 chain. With enough combos, that certainly works. But Ty did not quite have enough combos there, and we'll have to settle for a 20.
And that's fine. That's overcomeable, at least. That's okay. Sure.
And let the tally begin. That is another sub 10 for FFR Pro. Yeah, that is definitely gonna be his goal, to rattle off those quick stages. Like you don't get a sub 6 personal best like FFR has by going for the consistent stuff, especially early on. Like you try to go all out for the best stages, and so far he is being rewarded handsomely.
Yeah, it is paying off. It's so impressive to watch. It's like this with FFR, it's like this with Yoshi, it's a lot like this with you as well, Cards. And though Tayman is our 4th seed, like he does focus more on S hard than some of these lower stages. But I would say like the 3 of you, FFR, Yoshi, and Cards, are like some of the the premier lower level runners, and it's just so impressive to watch. Like the awareness, the using your every panel on the board, considering, and not just kind of this tiny square you might be focusing on. Really using everything you have to your advantage. Oh, instant clear there.
Yeah, but when moving too fast actually costs time, very rare
Yeah.
instance. But even then, it's still a 13-second stage because FFR sent so much so quickly. Like it's a lot of it is that in building up a lot of speed to move around the field as you would like. But there's also an instance of just keeping things moving, like never stopping the chain, just never taking a second to look at the field. You just take a glance and you already know what you're going to do. And even while you keep an active chain going, you probably look at the other side and see a 6 combo or 5 combo you can make. You're just constantly looking everywhere. That might be a bigger factor to the top player's success at easy mode. Just always moving, always looking, never sitting still.
You know, to be a nerd and make a chess analogy here, it's almost like, with the best. I was just watching the Speed Chess Championship with Hikaru Nakamura and Magnus Carlsen, and one of the things the commentator said about them is being able to play like all sides of the board on the same time. So like being able to play on the king side, being able to play on the queen side, being able to pressure in the center. And really with this game too, in that game we have 8 columns, in this game we have 6, but being able to play in multiple spots on the board at the same time, it really does kind of separate the top players and having that awareness of using everything you have available. So there you go.
Yeah, again,
There's
it's not focusing on one area of
Mhm.
the field. As you said, you gotta look everywhere, and there's that 4-line minimum we go for on these stages, and it's just a matter of looking everywhere to get to those 4 lines. You don't have to wait for the chain to resolve,
Yeah.
and that
Mhm.
just makes people like FFR Pro so consistently good at this, if nothing else. Like in a random race situation, like the people that move fast and keep moving will
Mhm.
end up being the greatest successors in this level. And
Yeah.
here we go. FFR is on the final stage already.
And it's not like Ty is having a bad run either. It really isn't. God, sub 6. Get out of here with your. Oh my god.
Well, I did start the timer a bit late to accommodate Ty, so it ends up being 6 on the dot on race time, but it's still absurd.
It is still absurd.
It is still crazy. So
Uh,
let's give our 1 seed that second Pokeball
uh, so silly.
and enjoy the tunes of the game, because I don't know how many people are paying attention,
Oh,
but
right. This
Ty
is.
is playing with the music on, and we learned it might have been last year by this point.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I think a year ago by this point that this game actually loads stages sooner if you turn off the background music. Like, you actually have to go to the Pokemon Center, go to your sound options, and mute the BGM, and that actually makes each stage load about 0.4 of a second faster. And considering we're judging these matches on real time, we definitely will appreciate that advantage, because even on easy mode, that's a free 4.5 seconds.
Yeah, that was quite the discovery last year. And, you usually, I remember, we were kind of talking, at least in Silver Bracket land, we were talking about, trying to agree, okay, are we both going to have the music on or both have the music off? And I think in my match with Lunar, we kind of decided to both have the music on just for entertainment purposes. Um, but at least having that agreement of like making sure there wasn't some kind of unfair advantage on purpose. So I'm surprised Ty does have the music on. I don't know. Does it still affect emulator or is it just console?
It affects both. It does not matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a loading difference thing between the two consoles for sure. For sure.
Okay.
It just I guess it's just one. Like the game has to normally mute the background music before loading in the stage, so I guess muting the music is one less thing for the game to do before it can move on to that. That's the theory, I guess.
Gotcha. And Ty picking hard again makes sense. Normal's kind of trash. Easy is out of the question. But my goodness, I'm looking at these FFR times and he is just putting on a clinic. Ty is not playing bad at all. These are still very solid times. Like getting 9 minutes or like very close to sub 9 in hard mode, like low 9 in normal. Like these are good times. It's just like FFR is on his game today.
And we have to remember Ty's personal best in hard mode is an 850. He got that in a 2021 tournament match, actually. So he had to get within 10 seconds of his personal best to beat FFR. Yeah. So both of these players are having to bring their absolute best to compete. And oh no, Ty's a little bit short on Gary. Uh-oh. That might prove to be a problem, puzzlers.
Yeah, that's why sending 5, even here, like that's why sending 5 lines is usually pretty safe in hard mode. We just saw FFR there send 4, and you know, goodness, if he sends 5, that's not an 11, that's another sub 10. So, but that's how much of a little a difference it makes with these top level players. Like, just one line like that wasting a 10 seconds could cost you an entire race, and it's just so shocking that little could make that much of an impact. But if FFR is just going to keep getting these 9s and 10s,
for sure.
Like, I was getting them last night, right? But like I wasn't getting them every other stage. I was getting like two per race, like 2 per category, and I was so happy with that. And you should be too. If you get 10 seconds or less, even once, like you should be happy.
Absolutely.
Let us have some basis in reality here. You know, sometimes you see these top level players and just go, "My goodness, I could never do that." But
no,
you can and you should be proud.
You don't have to do that to compete. You don't have to do that to have fun with this game. It's just like yeah. If you're not that confident with your skill, like come join us. So we'll help you out. We're more than happy to have some company to help out. And I think I saw a new person in the Discord get some coaching earlier in the week. I think maybe I saw Tamiam with someone else, some new person getting into the community for the first time. We love to see that. This game still befuddles us at the highest level at some point, so we definitely welcome anyone else that wants to chip in and help us figure it out. Like we gather enough heads together, certainly will prevail.
Let's go.
And we'll certainly get more people getting 8-second stages. Holy free holy. That is nuts.
Billy. What a clinic today. What a clinic.
For sure. These two definitely showing why they made it to the gold bracket. These are two of our best. Ooh, FFR had to send maybe five 5, possibly 6 lines with the lack of 4 combos. That was a bit of an unfortunate stage there. Even most of the hard stages don't play like that. Maybe not until the very end.
Two every run. Two every run pre Richie, I swear. Okay, at least one every run pre Richie, feels like, but not if you're good enough, apparently. If you're fast and you're skill gap question mark.
There's something to be said about that. Anyway, FFR looks to be done with the first half in a little over 4 minutes. Just the show that FFR puts on every time he jumps into these tournaments. It is always a sight to behold. You kind of want to stop what you're doing and watch what FFR's doing, because it's more of a spectacle than anything else, I think. I don't know how many people get discouraged by his cursor speed, thinking I can't replicate that, but you still want to just sit there and watch how it all goes down, because you can blink and miss it so often. Alright, FFR might be committing to 4 chains in this second half of the game. That's definitely the safe way to go about it.
Yeah, in a race scenario, like if you're trying to, grind for a PB, I think that's a little conservative. But in a race scenario, like we were saying earlier, you really want to make sure you're topping out the opponent with garbage. That really is the priority, because the punish is so high if you don't. So, a little short here.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if Geo can take advantage.
That was 6 lines required. Wow. And maybe FFR started that stage a bit on the light side. He could not get to what he wanted immediately, and he is being punished hard, as hard is wont to do.
I has a chance here, but not taking advantage. Unfortunately.
I mean,
4-chain.
I think that I think that's
4-chain nonsense. But
that's consecutive stages I've seen Ty get hit with a 4-chain.
Yeah, that's
like again, the more these foes do, the more time they will waste. That is one of the universal truths we can believe in with this game. Okay, FFR is not quite getting the combos he needs here. It'll be interesting to see how this falls. But Richie does not have an immediate answer, and he will go down in 17 seconds. And there's another 9 for Ty. You love it.
Yeah.
Love to see that. He's going to need a few more of those to come back in this race. This is a must-win for him. Lose this race, and you are out of the tournament. He needs this to get back into this match. Uh-oh.
Purposeful cutoff there?
Uh-oh,
Wait,
that's a 7-chain. That's a 7-chain. Okay.
Oh my
And that was probably going to be like a combo-induced kill, too. Like, Lorelei was trending to not have any panels underneath, not enough panels underneath that rightmost garbage block.
Ty has to send 9 lines himself over here.
Jeez.
I before seeing that, I was gonna say, "Hi, S Hard. Nice to meet you 2 weeks early."
Wait a minute.
that sure felt like an S Hard there. Goodness gracious. Yeah, the fact that FFR was able to get out of there in 21 seconds is a borderline miracle. That's really a testament. That's really a testament to screen watching and him being able to see, okay, I need to send some more. I'm going to need to send a heftier set of garbage here to try to counter that. So very good awareness. to what could have been a very disastrous stage.
Okay, Ty sent a 3-chain to this Lorelei. No good combos on the back of that, so
12 combo!
that might be a problem. But
Oh!
yeah, 12 combo
Yes.
feels pretty good. Although Gary's having to down stack here, and just barely got new garbage onto them. That random match did nothing, and FFR Pro 21 will show his consistency in this category with a game 4 time of 9 minutes 17 seconds.
Yo, let's go. It's so cute. Oh, shucks, so cute.
There's the Vaporeon. There's the mascot. You love to see it. That's enough. That effort is enough for Pokeball number 3 and the win. There it is. Just a job well done from FFR Pro, and like Ty got within 10 seconds of his hard PB in game 2. So
yeah.
So yeah, Ty finishing off with a strong Gary as well. 10-20 officially for that run. No shame in that.
Yeah,
So,
no shame in that with how much the computers were trolling him there for a while. You know, he sent in the attacks, and if the computers troll, then they'd be like that. So, no, Ty played really well today, but FFR was just on another level. Really earning and very deserving of his overall #1 seed.
that is definitely as good a show as you could very well see from a top player. So let's make this official as only we can. FFR Pro 21. 3 games to 1. We'll be moving on to our V-Hard rounds. And just it's so easy to forget how good some of our players are at this game. Both players really put on a clinic.
Yeah.
Tonight, but yeah, FFR on a different level, Smart.
Absolutely. Goodness, those are all the times you want in a match like this, to be able to get out of quarters and get into V-Hard. Have fun.
And there we go. The easiest levels are out of the way, and now FFR will await the winner in the next match to figure out who he will be playing in V-Hard. So let's give our bracket a good refresh, and we shall see FFR Pro at the top of the bracket with the 3-1 victory over Ty, awaiting the winner of our next match, Tayman and Six. These two, Nicole, are pretty close together in their lower level times, at least in their qualifying. So, what do you think we will have to look forward to next?
Oh my goodness. I think we determined last night that between their qualifiers, they're apart by like 2 seconds over easy, normal, and hard. So yeah, this is stay tuned. I know we had some delays on this particular match, but stay tuned because this is going to be a banger. This is going to be a certified banger that you need to see. So Six can upset just about anybody. And Tayman is you know, the S hard king, but you know, can have moments at these lower levels where there's some vulnerability there that Six could take advantage of. So we will see how that plays out. I'm very excited about it.
All right, yeah, we'll not waste too much of your time if you are live or watching on YouTube. We'll just cut right into that match shortly after this. If you're on YouTube, just jump. You can find an opportunity to jump right into the next match. Let's close out this match here and get on with the rest of this gold bracket. For I Like Being Smart and everyone else at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, this has been Cards of the Heart, and until next time, everyone, happy puzzling.